I know you're waiting for somebody to call you, for somebody to text you, for somebody to, send you a chat on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. But the truth is, nobody's really gonna check on you. Nobody's gonna text you. Nobody's gonna call you. Stop looking. You're always looking to see who's calling you, always expecting a call from someone. They're not obligated to call you. They don't have to. And yes, they should. They should really, check on you, see how you're doing. But a lot of people don't care. They have their own life to live. And you do too. Yes, you can check in on people, but it's to a certain limit. You can't put in all your time into people and call them, see how they're doing, and they don't really care about you. A lot of times we expect to hear a phone call from somebody that we really are close to, and sometimes we don't. And we feel a type of way, but it isn't about feeling a type of way. It's about, admitting and understanding that, look, that happens in life. You're not always going to stay connected with people that you're close to. Some people generally have their own things going on and don't have time for you. They don't have time to talk to you. Everybody's so caught up in their own life, so it's okay if they're not talking to you. You're not obligated to receive any type of phone call, because at the end of the day, you're supposed to live on your own and learn how to live on your own. Have support, but the main goal is to live on your own. You shouldn't be depending on hearing from somebody. You're looking on your phone, you want your ex to text you back because, you miss them, you miss the relationship you had, you miss the connection you have, and that's not happening. Sorry. That's just the truth. It's not happening. I know I've done that, where you try to call back and rekindle what's going on, and really and truly, you can't rekindle what's going on because what happened is long gone. You don't have to expect any type of communication from anybody, because the only person you should be communicating to is God. God is the only person you should be communicating to. Don't feel like you have to communicate to anybody else. I know I have been in this stage and still in the stage where nobody wants to conversate with me right now. Like, it's not as in it's a problem with me, but I don't receive any calls or anybody checking up on me, but that's fine. Because I understand, you guys are human, and understand that you guys have your things going on, and some of y'all don't want to, but that's fine with me too. But I know that as much as I don't really communicate back to people, that when they do communicate to me, I'm always gonna give good vibes. The only reason I don't communicate, or the only reason you shouldn't communicate with people, is because you're working towards something and you don't need no distractions right now. You don't need nothing bothering you. You already have a lot going on for yourself, and having conversating with people isn't gonna help. So, I admire that in that way, where if you try to get somewhere and you don't want to communicate right now. But when people's not calling in or checking in you, that shows, they don't really care, or they're busy. And that's the hard truth we have to accept. So I'm accepting it, because I haven't received any calls or any people really actually care to check in or anything. And it's fair. It's understandable. But it's just like, damn, that's how life really is. People will be people. And you just have to learn from that. As well as I don't reach out to people as much, because I never really reach out to people as much, but I'm trying to make my duty to reach out to, people who are, significant in my life. And even though I'm working towards something, and I'm trying to minimize my communication as possible, I'm trying to still conversate to my cousins who need help, or, some people who need help or assistance, and people who's, important to me. So it's not, and that's important to me, people who's affecting my journey, who's boosting my journey, who words can, help me get better during my journey, who words can push me to the next level, because that's my goal, is to get to the next level every day, to keep, increasing to the next level, increasing until, until I get higher and higher and higher, because there's no limit to how high you could go. But that's what I try to do. Don't expect anybody to call your phone today. Don't expect anybody to call your phone tomorrow, because you don't need to hear from them. One person, like I said, you need to hear from is God. And if you're expecting something from someone, well, Sorry. But if you feel sad about that, I got a positive word for that. Just talk to God, and God will help you. So I love y'all, man. This is just a little short. Just talking to y'all about, communication and why sometimes people don't communicate with you and you don't communicate with them, and you shouldn't be bothered because that's how life is. I love y'all. Stay motivated.